a falling star. Can you make a wish? Ooh, just remember luck is no such thing. One man succeeds while another man fails. Why is it then you ask the stars up above, the planets of life, who controls your very soul? From the beginning of birth and throughout eternity, that's the stars up above.
Just ask them.
Ooh,
Just ask them.
the planets of life, who controls your very soul?
Coming to you live from New York City, you're watching Astrology Numerology Now for Monday, June 17th, 2019. I'm your host, you already know. This is Z Starman, professional astrologer numerologist, where every week, or almost every week at this time, we bring you the latest astrology news and information. As I've said on this network for the last 10 years, real astrology, real numerology, in real time. This is our first show in a couple of weeks, so we got a lot to catch up to. We got a lot to go over. If you want to call the show and get some astrology, numerology information for yourself, give me a call right now. Get in line because I'm expecting a lot of calls tonight. 212-757-1393 is the number to call. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Hit me up right now. Here we go for Astrology Numerology Now. Now, on this show, we're saying goodbye to Gemini season. We're saying goodbye. It's the end of Gemini season. I had a birthday last week, and I just want to say happy birthday, or happy birthday to myself. Happy birthday to myself, and happy birthday to all the other Geminis. There's a lot of Geminis in the world. There's tons of us. And I just want to say happy birthday to a couple of Geminis before we say goodbye to Gemini season. And that is my girl, Cynthia Graham Ward, Pamela Hamilton, violinist Pamela Hamilton, and I got some more people. Oh, my girl, Maureen Best. There are so many people, or so many Gemini people who are saying goodbye. It's been a fun Gemini season, but there's lots more to come. And I just want to also say happy Father's Day, or happy belated Father's Day to all the fathers and real dads and the stepfathers who stepped up to be fathers. So happy Father's Day, happy belated Father's Day. We're live from Money Making Manhattan in New York City. This is Astrology Numerology Now. Hello, Brooklyn, New York City. Brooklyn, BK all day and all night too. Thanks for watching Astrology Numerology Now. We're on in a new time in Brooklyn. We're on in Brooklyn Sunday nights at 7 p.m. on BCAT 3. Sunday nights at 7 p.m. on BCAT 3. We're up against 60 Minutes. So don't watch the first half hour of 60 Minutes. Watch Astrology Numerology Now Brooklyn again on BCAT 3 Sunday nights from 7 p.m. to 7:30. And the show is repeated at 12:30 a.m. on Monday morning, 12:30 a.m. to 1 a.m. on Monday morning in Brooklyn, BK all day. Thank you for your support of Astrology Numerology Now. We just said goodbye to Gemini season. So when it's goodbye Gemini season, it is the start of two things. The first thing is the summer solstice. The summer solstice is happening, or the first day of summer is happening on June 21st. This Friday, June 21st at 11:54 a.m., the summer solstice is happening. What does that mean? As we see, solstice stands for sun stands still. The sun is at the top of the, ecliptical path, or the northern hemisphere of the earth at 23 degrees from the equator. So that's how high it goes. The earth is pointed towards the sun, or the northern hemisphere is pointed towards the sun. When the sun above the equator, it's the beginning of winter below the equator in like South Africa and Chile and New Zealand. So the summer solstice begins for everyone living above the equator this Friday at 11:54 a.m. And there are a lot of events that are happening around the world celebrating the start of the summer solstice. So we have the picture from Stonehenge in England. There you see that picture in summer solstice in Stonehenge, England, South England, and a lot of people from all over the world come to see where that sun is in the middle spot. Stonehenge is a bunch of stones and rocks that have been there forever, and the ancients who built it says that the start of summer, the sun peaks right through the middle, of those rocks. So there's, in Santa Barbara, California, there's summer equinox celebrations. In New York City, there's, I believe they have an annual yoga fest and all that kind of stuff. So people are getting right in the Northern Hemisphere with all kinds of celebrations and ceremonies marking the start of the summer. So welcome, summer. This is our last show of the spring. Summer once again begins at 11:54 a.m. on July 21st, 2019. You heard that, Brooklyn? You're watching this on Sunday, but summer starts this, summer will have started when Brooklyn is watching the show. Now, I said two things happened after Gemini season. The first was the summer solstice. The next is the start of Cancer season, or as I like to say, MoonChild. So also on June 21st at 11:54 a.m., it's the start of summer, and it's the start of Cancer season, and it's the start of Rhonda's birthday. Our control room personnel, Rhonda, it's the start of summer. There we see it. Let's go back for a second. We teach a little bit here on Astrology Numerology Now. I got so much information. Let's go back to the last figure. Now we see that 69, the sign for Cancer. You know, a lot of people with, you know, all kinds of minds and thinking, they think that's the 69 sign. But that sign, what that sign is about, is the symbol for when most women fold their hands underneath their breasts. So let's show it again, Rhonda. Let's show that one more time, that Cancer symbol. So that symbol is the arms underneath the breast in 69. But Cancer, or Cancer the crab, we can keep going, Rhonda. The Cancer the crab is a water sign. Crabs are very sensitive. They care about their families and all that kind of stuff. We got the 69 in the middle. I like that artwork. There are the stars that make up the constellation of Cancer the crab. They can be moody and very family oriented. That's the big thing about Cancer. And as always, as we've done on the show, we have the Native American totem pole symbol for the sign of Cancer, which is the woodpecker. Woodpeckers are very diligent. I was looking at something online, whereas woodpeckers, they can make a nest out of anything for their family. So woodpeckers can be also that, not like Woody Woodpecker, but they can be very sensitive and they can be very destructive. They can take down a whole tree. So those are some of the things we deal with when we're starting Cancer season. Again, this Friday at 11:54 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or if you're living in California, that's 3 hours behind us, so that's 8:54 a.m. in the Pacific Coast, or if let's say you're in London, England. London is 5 hours ahead of us. So that's going to be at 4:54 p.m. See, summer starts simultaneously around the planet at different times, well, not at the same time, but in different time zones and locations. 212-757-1393. If you're just tuning in, you're watching Astrology Numerology Now. I'm Z-Star Man. We got one more thing to talk about before we take this phone call. Now, the name of the show is Astrology Numerology Now, and June 2019, from a numerology point of view, is a number 9 universal month. How do we get that? How do we get the number 9? We take 2019, which adds up to the number 3. And June is the 6th month, so 6 plus 3 equals a 9 universal month. What are some of the properties of the number 9? What is 9 about? In the numerology system, we do things 1 to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 is the pinnacle or the top of the numerology scale with higher vibrational numbers, 11 and 22, which are called master numbers. But what is the vibration of the number 9? The 9 is completion, the 9 is endings, the 9 is graduation. That's why we have so many graduation days and celebrations and ceremonies in June. But June 2019 is 9. Reach the pinnacle, cut off some people, places, and things. It's time for endings for most people. But 9 is a graduation period, and it's time to move into the next phase of the year. 212-757-1393 is the number to call. Caller, you're on Astrology Numerology Now with Z Starman.
Am I really?
Hello.
Hello, it's Pam Hamilton.
Hey, how you doing, Pam? I just mentioned you.
I heard.
Happy
Thank
birthday.
you.
Happy birthday, Gemini.
Hey, thank you. Thank you very much.
Gemini
It was
season.
good.
How can I help you? Dietrich's coming out here screaming, saying we got 50 calls and you got to stop talking. So we're gonna.
Mine's is short.
Okay, what's your question?
It's a numerology question.
Okay.
For me, I see a lot of career moves happening right now. Can you speak to me on that numerologically?
Well, okay. Well, the first part, Pam, and if you want to get information, we're live from New York City. 212-757-1393 is the number to call. Brooklyn, you can't call, but you can listen because I'm talking about you. I may be talking about you. Now, from a numerology point of view, Pam, let's say 3 plus 3. This is, we're adding your birthday, which totals the number 13. 6/16, June 16, 6 and 1 is 7, plus 6 is 13, so that's a 4. And 2019 is a 3 universal year, so we add that 4 plus 3. This is a number 7 personal year for you.
Ooh.
And with the number 7 personal year, it's a year where you have to really it's sort of kind of like a sabbatical year in a way. 7 is the mystic. 7 is the loner. So you have to sort of kind of be a mystic and a loner at the same time in a number 7 universal year or personal year. The month of June, you just had a birthday. Happy birthday. I didn't get my invite to your birthday bash at the Waldorf Astoria. But the month of June, since this is a 7 personal year, which is a year to get away and get to yourself and be by yourself and really figure out what Pamela wants to do in the next couple of years. That's the theme of 2019. Figuring out what Pamela wants to do, and a lot of other people who have 7 years too. But this month is a very serious work month. It's a month that you have to start to lay your foundations, dot your I's and cross your T's and build things. That's really, it's finding structure. That's the theme of the month for June 2019. Pamela, darling.
I'm going to consult with you a little bit more individually. I'll contact you and we'll have to set that up. But thank you.
Thank you very much. I mean, I'm being waved on. We're hot tonight, so.
Okay, good.
Thank you, Gemini.
Peace.
Thank you so much. 212-757-1393. I'm on fire tonight. I got so much stuff to talk about. I haven't talked about in 2 weeks. I'm trying to get all this information out. I think we have another phone call. Caller, you're on live television from New York City with Z Starman.
Hi. Oh, my name is Sandy.
Hi, Sandy. Where are you calling from?
I am calling from Miami.
You're calling from Miami. Wow. Thank you for calling from Miami. How are you watching the show on? You must be watching on MNN.org.
Yes, I am. I'm watching on my laptop.
Okay, fantastic. So we must be Facebook friends or something like that for you to watch the show.
Yes, I'm interested in astrology, so I follow you on Facebook and Instagram.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for following. How can I help you tonight?
I just want some insight on whatever you kind of see based on my birthday. Like I said, I'm already a little, have a little information because I'm interested in astrology.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. I'm going to look in camera 3 as I talk to Sandy. Tell us, do you know what's your birthday?
My birthday is May 29th, 1970.
May 29th,
I'm a Gemini too.
All right,
yes.
All right, Gemini. See, we're closing out Gemini season on the show. May 29th, 1970. Now, what do you know, Sandy, about yourself other than you're a Gemini? Do you know your moon and rising sign?
Oh yeah, I know my chart a little bit because I'm interested in astrology. So I'm a moon. My Aries is in moon, and my rising is in Capricorn.
Moon in Aries, rising sign in Capricorn. Okay.
Yes.
Now, from an astrology point of view, since the name of the show is Astrology Numerology Now, one of the things that you're going through is you're going through a transformation period in your life right now.
Okay.
Because you have what's called as two things. Pluto and Saturn are transiting through your first house, your house of self with Capricorn rising. One thing about Capricorn rising, it makes you an old soul. You may be 1970, you may be 49 years old, and happy birthday, Gemini, but your soul and your spirit is much older than that. So on this next leg of your lifetime, it's about total transformation over the next couple of years with the planet Saturn and Pluto. Saturn is making you stronger. Pluto is forcing the change to make you different and better. There's a new Sandy that's getting ready to be born. Now, from a numerology point of view, I see something very interesting in your astrology chart or in your numerology chart. From a numerology point of view, you are a master number 33 life path.
Really?
Yes. We take your birthday, we add up your birthday, and it adds up to the number 33. So if we do, let's do some shortcuts. 5 plus 2 is 7, plus 9 is 16, and 1970, you said?
Yes, 70.
1970 adds up to the number 17. So 16 plus 17 equals 33. If we do it, and I have a lot of, again, I'm going to have a numerology show because people add differently in numerology. So I was telling our producer, Deetra, I want to have a numerology show so people can finally get some different alternative views and meanings of numerology signs. Now, I do things quickly in my head. So you have a master number 33 life path number. And the master number 33 life path number is the highest of all numerology numbers, or one of the highest, and especially in the Pythagorean numerology system, you're a master number 33. What are master number 33s here to do? They're here to do great things, wonderful things, special things, because you are on the highest life path of the numerology scale. Now,
does it bring special challenges too?
You very special challenges. Some people call the master number 33 life path the Jesus factor because wherever it's written, Jesus left the planet at 33 years of age. And if you look at Masonic temples and Masonic lodges, they have the 33 or the 33 and a third, or the Eastern Stars. They follow the number 33 very well. So, but you were born on the master number 33 in this lifetime. You have lots of gifts. You have lots of talent. You may not be famous, but you're famous inside yourself. because of the vibration to be able to understand astrology and numerology, and also getting ready for the changes that are coming with Saturn transiting through your first house in Capricorn, Pluto transiting through your first house in Capricorn. My big thing to say is to trust your intuition, Sandy, because you're very clairvoyant, you're very intuitive. So use those gifts as you make this journey in 2019. One more last thing. You are in a #1 personal year for 2019. It's about new things, new beginnings, new friends, new ideals. It's sort of kind of like, okay, you got a plot of land. What are we going to plant for the next 9 years? Because as I said earlier, numerology is a 9-year cycle. This is the beginning of a whole new cycle with lots of people, friends, and implement your ideals.
Quick question, does that start
Quickly.
at the new year or my birthday?
Well, the numerology, that's a good question. Again, that's why I want to have a show on all numerologists. According to the great Lloyd Strayhorn, who has been a visitor or a guest on Astrology Numerology now several times, he says, and I always felt and agree with him, that the personal year runs from January 1st to December 31st. Some people have said it runs from birthday to birthday, which is incorrect.
Okay.
Thank you, Sandy.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate
Thank you for
it.
following me. I'm going to find out who you are. Send me a note saying that this is Sandy on Facebook or IG, all right?
Will do. I'm on it now. Thanks again.
Thank you so
Bye.
much. Bye. Now, if you want to talk to me after the show, if you want to contact me and learn astrology, learn numerology, we're going to put my number up on the screen. Let's show them the number, Rhonda. Here it is, 646-389-1311. And you can find me on social media like Sandy did. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram as Z Starman. And you can email me at astrologylover@hotmail.com. You can visit our show page on Facebook, Astrology Numerology Now. But if you want personal astrology news and information, want to talk to me off camera or whatever, 646-389-1311 is the number to call. Now, as we get ready to close the show, I got so much information. I need extra half an hour, Deetra. But the big thing that's coming up this Friday is also on the 21st, in addition to the start of spring, the start of the summer solstice, the start of the sun in the sign of Cancer, and that is Neptune is retrograde. Neptune is retrograde. Neptune is retrograde from June 21st to November 27th. Neptune is the ruler of the planet of Pisces. So a lot of Pisces people get ready for this retrograde, or if you have Pisces rising in your astrology chart, get ready for Neptune retrograde in the sign of Pisces. And again, it's from June 21st, the first day of summer. This is going to be a summer to remember because we got Mercury retrograde in July. We got 5 retrograde planets that'll be happening at the same time. We're going to talk a little bit more about that probably next week. Brooklyn, you will be getting a new show back-to-back in 2 weeks in a row. So we're probably talking about Mercury retrograde. Some other stuff going on. Venus is in the sign of Gemini right now. So Gemini, we still got a lot of fun and good times and good things to happen until July 3rd. So Venus is in the sign of Gemini. Mars is in the sign of Cancer. Mars is in the sign of Cancer, the red planet. There's a symbol for Cancer in the upper right-hand screen. And Mars is the red planet. Mars is in the sign of Cancer. Mars is about action, fighting, and energy. That's what Mars is all about when it is in the sign of Cancer. Now, I really got to get this in. Y'all got to know this. We got about 3 minutes left. On the 19th, this for the live studio audience and the audience afterwards, on June 19th, we got a couple of things going on. We got Mercury opposite Pluto. Mercury, Mercury is intelligence and communication. Pluto is total transformation. So we're going to have some transformative days on that day. The big thing that I'm worried about is on this day, June 19th, we got Mars opposition Pluto. We got Mars in Cancer opposite Pluto in the sign of Capricorn. And along that day, the moon is going to be in the sign of Capricorn also. So Mars is going to be opposite Pluto, Saturn, and the moon in the sign of Capricorn. Keep your eyes open on everybody. This is a red alert day. I feel that it's going to be a global changing, world changing day. Look out for big news in the United States and North Korea, because Kim Jong-un, he's a Capricorn. And also coming out of the city of London. We also have on the 24th, we have Venus squaring the sign of Neptune on June 24th. So that's a couple of days or a week from today, actually. Venus is in the sign of Gemini. Neptune is in the sign of Pisces. So there's a lot of people having conflict with love and relationships. People in the news this week. This woman, she's always in the news. And she's in the news this week because she is leaving her job. And that woman in the news is Leo, Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Sarah Huckabee Sanders, her birthday is August the 13th, 1982. She's a Leo, of course. Her sun sign is Leo. Her moon sign is Gemini. And her life path number is number 5. So she's always going through changes. Now, up next is this young man. He just led his team to the NBA championship, and that is the Toronto Raptors' Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard's birthday is June 29th, 1991. He is a Cancer with the moon in the sign of Aquarius, and his life path number is the 1. This is his second NBA championship, and this is his second MVP Finals Award. That's about all the time we have for Astrology Numerology Now. I want to thank all the viewers who watch the show and call. I want to thank my control room. I want to thank Deetra, Josie Ann, Stanley, and Rhonda. This is Z Starman saying peace, love, light, namaste.
Just remember, luck is no such thing. One man succeeds while another man fails. Why is it then, you ask, the stars up above, the planets of light, who controls your very soul? From the beginning of birth and throughout eternity, that's the stars up above.
Just ask them.
Ooh,
Just ask them.
the planets of light, who controls your very soul?